Thunderhorse Descendant. Hi! You guys, I'm so excited. So, don't mind me with my trash can. I had to clean my desk off. Here we are. I think this is week... Is it week 10 already? Is it 9? I think it's 10. I think this is week 10 of the missing link. So, if you have been... Hi, Mr. Bunson. If you don't know Mr. Bunson, I just stepped on him because he likes to be right under my feet. Highly suggest getting yourself a good beading cat. Just get yourself a good, nice supervising beading cat if you need one. They're very helpful. Okay, let's try this again. Week 10 of the missing link. Okay, so if you've been following along with us all, we've been working in this book, and you can get this book on Amazon. In the description of this video, I have a link down there where you can find it, and you can get a nice used copy for, you know, fairly well priced. If you want to get the book and follow along. You don't have to, because I always read over everything in the book. This week we are working on the engagement ring. Like, can you see this? Link. So we have quite a few links to learn before we get into projects, but there will eventually be projects. And regardless of whether you know, like each week or, you know, whatever, I think that this is just building us up for having more tools in our arsenal. So if you're new here, please do not feel intimidated. I have also never done these things. Most of them, like 80% of them. Like we've certainly surpassed the things that I have done. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm going to give it my all. Now, when I'm doing these things, most of the time, these are the first time that I've ever done them, and I'm doing them on camera, so that if you were like, you know, what is happening? Me too. So we're learning together. Come, let's learn together. Let's get on down to the mat and get into it. Looks like we're going to do some stuff. There we go. All right, guys, here we are on my mat, and we are working this week on the engagement ring. The engagement ring links. So it says what we're going to need is 5.5 inches of 16 gauge sterling silver filled dead soft wire. Well, I'm not using sterling silver wire, but I am using 16. I'm going to use 16 gauge, and I have that here. So I'm going to be using 16 gauge Beading wire. This is from Beading. Now, the thing is that this is what I have. This is the only thing that I have in 16 gauge, and I don't feel the need to go out and purchase something specifically for this project because, you know, but this is German style wire, and they say that German style wire is a hard wire, and in this book it's saying they want you to use sterling silver, which is like dead soft wire, and but this one I'm gonna use because this is what I have. So moving on. Shout out to Beading for sending over some wire for us. We appreciate you. Okay, it also says that we are going to need a chain nose plier, a round nose plier, a stepped pliers in 5mm. Okay, that is this guy right here. Shout out to Karen Waters, who sent this to me as a gift so that I can continue on in my doings with this book. Thank you, lady. So that's this one. Sharpie, flush cutter, and these guys. Shout out to Rebecca Dexter for also sending me a whole box of these because I constantly kill them on my lives. A flat hand file. Now, flat hand, I guess I shouldn't assume things. I think that this is like just a regular flat file. just a flat file, but I will go to the front of this book and I will look. Files. Flat files are used, la-ti-da. Yeah, so it's just a regular flat file. Oh, you can't see. It's just showing files that are flat. So I have this little one. Okay, it also says we have a rawhide mallet. I have this mallet, so that's the one I'm going to use. It says steel bench block, which we have that, and steel wool and a rotary tumbler, which are optional, and a ruler. So that's kind of a lot of things, but you know, as you can see, I'm filling in where need be, so I suggest, you know, whatever you gotta do. All right, let's get on into it. So I'm just gonna move this up out of the way so you can see, but first I will read it to you. Okay, so this is figure 1. It looks like they wrapped around the Sharpie, bend it up so it looks like a ring, bend it 90 degrees, do some 2 simple loops. Looks like one goes one way, one goes the other way, and then you push them together. Okay, seems easy. Let's see. Oh, figure 1 is down here. Center the wire of the Sharpie and wrap both ends of the wire around it, crossing the wires and forming a loop. Wrap the wire twice around the Sharpie, ending with the tails crossing slightly. Okay. Five and a half inches. 5.5 inches. Okay, so I'm going with my 16 gauge beadle-on wire. I'm doing 5.5 inches. Give that a cut. I'm going to cut off this little thing. Okay. I'm going to get my Sharpie. And it looks like we're just going around the Sharpie. Almost in a clothespin-like situation. Okay. All right, so that's what I got. All right, so we're doing good. Keep the loops. Oh, wait now. Ending with the tails crossing slightly. Crossing slightly. I mean, that might be a little bit more than slightly, but okay. So make an X. Okay, keep the loops on the Sharpie. Bend both wire tails 90-degree angle with chain nose plier, as seen in figure 2. Remove the Sharpie. So it's figure 2. And it says bend both ends and tails 90 degrees with the chain nose. So I take that to mean bend them up. I feel like they maybe should be a little closer together. I don't know. But they said slightly. Anyways, we'll try it. Okay, so we're going to bend right here, up. So it looks like that. Go to the other side. Get a hold of it, and then bend it up. So when I'm doing that, I'm noticing like I kind of got to pull with the plier and kind of push with the marker to get that 90-degree angle. Now, theirs looks like it's a little closer together. I guess we'll see, because mine doesn't look that close together. I guess we're about to find out. But it said slightly. Anyway, moving on. Number 3. Yeah, see, look how close layers are together. It says take the Sharpie out. Okay, take the Sharpie out. I'm going to try to bend mine closer together because I feel like they should be closer together. Okay. It looks like you can do a little bending, so that's probably good. Alright, so 3. Trim each wire tail to 3/4 an inch and file smooth. 3/4 of an inch. So that is, this is a half, so it's right here. So I just need to take off about 1/4 of an inch on each side. Okay, file smooth. So I'm filing, I'm just going to file one way. Okay, that's about 3/4 of an inch. Okay. All right, so we have filed our ends. Okay. Trim each tail to 3/4, file smooth, holding the loops with your fingers, bend each wire back 90 degrees with the chain nose plier. Back. Okay, back. So this is figure 3 right here, and it looks like what they're doing. Bunson's just going through it. So like, it looks like they're taking this, like once you have it lined up like this with the way the circle's going, one on top and one on bottom, it looks like they're grabbing right about by the bend, like a little above the bend, like this, and they're bending it up and then bending this other. Excuse me, sir? Oh, okay. Mr. Bunson, Mr. Bunson, come here. Oh my goodness. No, 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 no. Yeah, you want to make engagement ring loops too? Okay, so our supervisor has investigated everything that need be done. He says this is the right way to go. Okay, so this one's going up. This one's going up. This is on the wrong side, according to the picture, but I don't know that that's going to matter. And we do both. Forming a... bend each wire. Okay, each wire. So then this one, it doesn't show, but this one, so I got this one going like this. I bent it up like they show in the photo. I must then flip it over and then do the same to this side. So above the bend, I'm grabbing and pushing it 90 degrees. So it looks like that. Now, I don't know if that's right, but that's what I think we're supposed to do. Okay, okay, so, oh, now we have tips. Did you see that? Now there's tips, okay. Forming the second loop will be more difficult than the first loop because it's in the way. So roll it forward as far as possible and then switch to the chain nose plier to pull the loop forward until it touches the ring. All right. Roll. Step 4. Roll the tip of one wire tail forward using the 5mm barrel. Okay, so we're using this guy. Forward. 5mm barrel on the stepping pliers, formatting a simple loop. 5. say, okay, so this looks like, I'm not going to swear to this because like I said, Karen just sent this to me. I don't know that much about this plier, but it looks to me like they're using like the second bunch here, the second bunch. So that must be the 5mm they're discussing. And are these the same on each side? They're not the same on each side. All right, so if you have this plier and you don't know anything about it like me, it looks like, see right here, how this one is smaller than this one. This one is smaller than this one, and this one is smaller than this one. So there is actually 6 steps on here. And it looks like when I'm holding it, they got the tiniest one on top. And when they're rolling, they're not rolling above this, they're rolling on this one. So it would appear like this, is my understanding. And make sure I got this in here right. So they got it like this. This one's coming around this way. So, okay, so it's gonna go in here. It's gonna go like this in here. Second one. All right, simple loop. Rolling till your wrist is weird. Letting go and going back to do more rolling until it reaches the wire. Okay. I think this is supposed to be above the base wire though. Pull it up a little bit. Okay. There's the first one. Now the second one. So now this says, oh, it's going to be harder. Great. Okay, so they have one loop going one way. Oh, I know what I did. I forgot to straighten out my loop. Okay, hold on. I think I'm doing this right. All right, so then we go to the second tail. And because this loop is in the way, we kind of just got to do what we can do. And then make smaller passes, rolling it, letting go, and making smaller passes. And then we go to the chain nose to finish. Okay. Okay, and then it says, tweak the simple loops with the chain nose plier to get them aligned. Squeeze the loops together with the plier so they are parallel. Okay, so that's what they did there, and now they are tweaking and squeezing them together. So I was kind of tweaking mine, and so I don't know if you can see, I got one loop that goes this way, and then this loop goes this way. So one goes this way, and then this back one's going this way. So I tweaked them, and now I'm going to try to bring them together. I'm first going to try with my fingers, honestly, because it seems like that might be helpful. Okay, and then try with the chain nose. That doesn't seem to be working, so I'm going to try like this. It's just like finessing here. I'll squeeze the bottom necks together. Bunson, get down. You are being super naughty cat during this video and I am unhappy with you. Please get down. You guys. Okay, so I still have space. They are pushing their photo looks like they're just pushing it together, but on here it looks like there's still space between. So I don't feel too bad about it. I feel like it could have, you know, maybe it's going to need a little practice to maybe get this all straightened out here. But they do have space between there, so I think that's okay. That's not that much space. I think had I put these closer together in the beginning, there. I mean, that's pretty good. I think had I put these closer together in the beginning when we did the cross on the Sharpie, I'd probably be in a little better situation. But I mean, it's not bad. Not bad. Okay, what's next? Hold the simple loops and hammer the large loops lightly with the rawhide hammer and the bench block. Hold the simple loops, hammer these loops with the hammer lightly. Ooh, I'm getting a little misshapen. Maybe I was not lightly enough. So let me grab, hold on one second. So they said to use this bench block, but I have an anvil. And I'm just going to put it on here and hammer. That way it keeps its round shape like I want it to. Sorry if I'm bouncing all over. It's kind of that's kind of the breaks. Yeah, so that's better, I feel like. Now my one's kind of weird. Yeah, it's better. I mean, it's still kind of weird. But it does look like an engagement ring. I'll give them that. Okay. So, this is what we got. So now it says you can run these through your tumbler, and you could do oxidizing on them if you'd like. I am not going to do that, but this is what I got. I think it turned out pretty well. Needs work, but for the first one, I'm pretty happy with it. That's what it looks like. Now, I could see me using something like this. Here they have it like a chain. But I could see me using something like this, like using it for, if you made the loop bigger, using it and putting this part on your jewelry piece, and then maybe using this for like a toggle end, or, you know, maybe even doing like a kind of a pendant wrap situation, or a little something. So I feel like this will be useful in the future. All right, you guys. So I hope that you are enjoying these videos. All right, guys. guys, well, I hope that you are enjoying these videos and that you are learning something. I know I sure as heck am. I think that this will need a little bit of practice, but with some practice, I'm sure it'll be, you know, really cool to use in a project at some point. So, anyways, the missing link, week 10, we did the engagement link, engagement ring link. And next week we do light bulbs. Okay. Anyways, I hope you guys will please subscribe to my channel. I do have a whole missing link series on here for all the things that we've done. If you go to the channel and you go to the top, you're going to see a little thing that says, if you're on the Thunderhorse Descendant channel, it's going to say playlists. And you click playlists and then it'll say, these are my playlists, and you can pick the missing link. So that will help you to see all of the videos that I've put into that missing link playlist, which is obviously only the missing link things. You will see other videos, playlists while you're up there, and those are like Jesse James Beads, Bargain Bead Box, Yes Style Adventures, Running My Business, Random Makings with Randy. It's like stuff. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful, spectacular, amazing beading day. I'm sending all the good beady vibes, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.